Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Gecht, and this is Michael Gecht Presents. And we have an interesting guest with us today. She's from Africa. She's a queen. That's royalty. She's a composer, a singer, a dancer, an actress. She also sings fairy tales as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm proud to present Queen Alima. Hello, Queen. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
You're good, because when I spoke to you earlier, you weren't so good. You were pretty tired. Queen has come from us all the way from New Jersey into Staten Island. First thing she said, Michael, I can't get the car. How am I going to get there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And then she goes, Michael, I'm going to take the train all the way into the Port Authority. Can you pick me up there? I said, what did I say?
You said so far.
It's too far from
Too
the Port
far,
Authority.
too far.
So I said, Queen, why don't you take the train to the Staten Island Ferry?
Yeah,
All the
something
way
that-
to the Staten Island
I
Ferry?
never did.
I never did that, right. And
I
then
never
you
did that.
And then you had to take the ferry over, right?
I took a bus, I took
You
a
took-
subway, I took another bus, I took a ferry, I took so many things,
So-
and I walk.
And then you walked. You had to walk into the studio. So
Never did before.
So and again, I ask you.
You are
and,
tough with me.
And then she comes into the studio, and I'm eating a piece of chicken. And what do?
I almost jumped on it.
She grabbed my chicken.
I was.
I said,
I
"We
was
have a
starved.
we have a whole plate of chicken here. Take your own
I
chicken."
just want yours. I just
You
want
want-
yours.
you wanted
Because-
my chicken,
Yeah, I
huh?
was so tired. So I
Yeah,
want
but
to
you're okay now. You're refreshed.
Okay, I'm okay.
Everything
You
is
feed
fine.
me. You, yeah.
I
yeah.
fed you, so we had someone dress you, right? Right. You went to makeup. Everything was taken over there.
Not too
right?
much makeup.
So,
not
no
too much.
makeup.
I'm okay.
So
okay.
you're the queen.
Okay, but
Yeah.
there is nothing to
Nothing to talk about.
it.
If
Yeah,
you
it's
go into
queen it
Africa,
is.
I guess they
Queen
know
it
you as
is.
queen, right?
Yeah.
Now, what country in Africa are you from?
I born in Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a story to tell us today.
Yeah.
That's not very happy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
But what
unfortunate.
happened?
Yeah, I was coming, last time I wanted to, when I started to sing, the first song I wrote is about my daughter.
About your daughter.
About my daughter. And my daughter, Bianca Emily, that song is the most beautiful lotus flower, my most beautiful
The lotus flower.
lotus flower. It was my daughter, Bianca Emily. So I was shocked on February.
February 2016.
Yeah, I opened my computer.
Right.
I know that my daughter and my children are in France. And
in France.
In France, in Paris, and then I opened my computer, and somebody that I don't even know is texted me, telling me that my daughter was in a coma.
She was in a coma. Now, before we go in, how old is your daughter? When was she born?
My daughter was born in 77.
1977.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so I was shocked. Then I couldn't believe that I still have, as I came here, that I'm going to have a foundation to take care of children, orphan and autistic children in my village. Well, then also I heard horrible stories happening in my own country, that people are dying. A woman carried, when you give birth to a child is the future of a country. When you see that a woman coming pregnant with two twins,
Yes.
and the doctor, because the lady doesn't have money, the doctor passed the lady and go to his office and lock the door. And the lady died in front of the doctor door.
Right.
And because she died, and the twin was moving in the stomach, still moving, her sister took a knife in front of, this is the hospital.
Oh, my.
It took a knife, it's everywhere in internet. It took a knife to cut the stomach, her sister's stomach, to free the children. But unfortunately, the children was there already.
Oh, that's
So this is my country.
this is Cameroon.
This is my country,
What-
Cameroon.
What's the government in Cameroon now?
I don't do politics. I don't do politics. I'm a performer.
Okay.
But we're not, it's not because I'm performer, because I act for peace. We can say things when it's really really disgusting. So I was I was shocked to see that woman dying, and the sister taking the knife to cut the woman.
Where did you see this on?
It's everywhere in internet. They named that lady Monique. Her name was Monique. It's everywhere. If you go to the internet and you tap Monique from Cameroon, you're gonna see it's gruesome.
Now,
It's gruesome.
Why did the doctor do this?
Because that's my daughter died over there. I said, what my daughter went to do in Cameroon, she went just to trying to do something good. She wanted to build a restaurant, to build something, to make the country, look good. And my daughter is no more, passed away. I don't know what happened, because I called the doctor who was taking care of my daughter. There was no telephone that I could reach nobody in that hospital. It was everybody surrounding my daughter, and the doctor, they didn't talk to me. And until that, I summoned those people to evacuate my daughter. She's French citizen. She's a French citizen, and I'm a French citizen, an American citizen. And I asked people to evacuate, the French embassy to evacuate my daughter, and they didn't. They didn't do that. They let my daughter die in the hand of I don't know whom. And finally, when she died, I want to evacuate the body that I can bury it. Right. They buried my daughter without me. So I'm still shocked. I'm still in shock. That's why I want to get better and to know if I can ask that my country why my daughter has to die, because everybody has a stroke every day. They survive. She woke up, and it took 2 months to evacuate somebody who was talking and eating, and he is not from that country. And then they allowed somebody to take my daughter body and to bury it without my family, my children, her brother, and I. We will not have a closure because we don't know what happened. They just had things like that. But I just want to know what happened to my daughter. She could die natural death. Okay, everybody gonna go there. But my daughter is die, and I want to evacuate my daughter's body, and somebody said no, and then she's French citizen, she's not even Cameroonese citizen, and then those people went and they took everything. They took everything that my daughter has.
Was your daughter married? Did she have any
No,
children?
my daughter was not married. That's exactly what I'm going to know, because there is somebody over there who took all my daughter belongings and ordered to bury my daughter.
So this date was April 4th,
April
2016.
4th. That's what I was stabbed. I was stabbed in the heart, because my only daughter that I named after my mom. That's why when I miss my mommy, That's my daughter. I named her after my mom. And that day I sang that song because that's the song that I dedicate for my mom. And she carried the same name. And that day, in order I sang that song is on YouTube. I miss my mommy. That's my daughter also.
That's your daughter as well. Do we have
as
the
well.
videos here? No, we don't have the DVDs, but you're going to sing some songs for us today.
I created a song for herself because as I said, I sing fairy tale because the song that I sang for my daughter, I'm talking to children. I educate children. Even the video, my mother video, that I miss my mommy, is to teach children. Children this day they don't respect their parents. They don't know. For me, for me, my mother is my God. I don't even have another God. That's what I say in that song. That I give glory only to my mom, Amelia. And children this day, because if my daughter, I blame my daughter because she didn't listen to me. I don't know why my daughter, she's from Cameroon. She's from Cameroon. She wanted to go to roots as well. Myself, I was getting ready to go to home and to help those who are suffering over there, children, orphan, and all this war and everything. So when you go there, and then crook people, they surrendering you, and then they screw you up, and then they kill you, and there is nothing that is done. I want to know what happened to my daughter. I want to know what happened, why. I am a mother. I went to French embassy. I show my paper. I show my daughter birth certificate that I'm a mother, and I asked them to evacuate because my daughter has a ticket, an insurance in that ticket. And those people, they wanted to collect the money, cash. It was not money cash. They thought that it was insurance, life insurance. It was not life insurance. So they killed my daughter. I don't know if they kill her. I would like to know. I'm humble to know. I want to know what happened to my daughter and why people take my daughter and they bury it.
Yeah, I could understand. Do you have any other relatives in Cameroon right now?
I don't think that I have any more because I have my nephew, my nieces, and I heard that they chased them in the hospital where my daughter was located. They chased everybody. They didn't want nobody to go there. So I don't have nobody because my daughter died over there, and nobody called me. Even when she was in the coma, nobody called me to tell me that my daughter is in the coma. Even though my daughter didn't obey me or something happened, they don't have a right to prevent me to see my daughter, to talk to my daughter, and to bury my daughter. So I never heard of something like that. Yeah. You know, I'm happy to be in America and to be able to talk and to give me this opportunity to talk about that because I've been hospitalized. I was hospitalized. I had a shock that because I just couldn't believe that they can just take somebody, daughter, what happened, and then they bury it. I don't know. I don't know.
You also mentioned that there's a war going on. Is this a civil war?
I don't know what is that. I don't know. But I just saw atrocities in internet. Boko Haram or whatever is happening in my village. I saw dead body everywhere. Is appalling to see that sometimes you see children, young children, because they are hungry, they don't have food, they don't have money, so they will give them a little money, and then they will make them wear bomb, and then they will tell them to go to buy candies in a marketplace, and then they will activate the bomb, and that's how they kill people in Cameroon. Well, I don't know. I don't know. As I said, I'm not a political person, but I cry every day to see what is happening in the world, and I act for the peace. I'm
It's shocking to see it going on in your own country.
In my own country, and that my daughter, love her country and go and the poor thing, everybody gonna die. But they was mocking me. I called people, I called the doctor, I called the hospital. They were mocking me.
Do you think you'll ever be back in Cameroon?
I don't know. I want to know first what happened to my daughter. And I want my daughter back. Even though they buried her, I want my daughter back. I want the body, my
They
body.
did bury her, though, in Cameroon.
Yeah, they buried her. I don't even know the people who buried my daughter.
I think I spoke to you once before. You said you wanted her shipped to
Exactly.
Paris.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
Paris?
yeah. My house is in Paris. My daughter is living in Paris. She's Parisian. She's French citizen. I don't understand that French people. I don't want to talk. I just want French embassy. I call them and I want to know why they didn't defend my daughter. I don't know. The people from Cameroon, they went and they took her passport. They blocked her passport so she could not be evacuated to be saved.
Yeah.
And this country that people, if you are hospitalized and you don't have money, then the nurse wasn't going to claim you a needle. He's going to claim you a piece of cotton. If you don't have, they won't touch you. They won't touch you. So you have to pay for everything. So this crew, excuse me, my French, so they will take everything you have. And then they took everything that my daughter wanted. With all his money, they emptied her bank account. And it's appalling. It's appalling. I want to know what happened to my daughter.
Well, I wish I could give you the answer. Maybe there's somebody out there in TV land that could help you. I know I can't, but at least you brought it to the viewers, and I wish you luck. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you're going to be singing some
I want to
songs
sing
for us, right?
the song that I wrote for my daughter. I always tell my daughter to take in life. I don't buy the sunshine. The sunshine is shining to my neighbor. I'm not going to give him the sunshine money to shine on my veranda. So I told my daughter to take in life. I take the essential. I don't take the garbage. So my daughter didn't. I think that she didn't listen because she didn't call me to tell me that she was going to Cameroon. I will tell her not to go. And now I don't have a daughter anymore. So I wrote a song called "The Most Beautiful Lotus Flower." Lotus flower was my Bianca.
The most beautiful lotus flower, and you're going to perform for us right now.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any other songs you're going to be doing?
Yeah, I have another song that is in Cameroonese. This one is French. So I would like also to sing another song from Cameroon to tell Cameroon where I'm from.
And what's the name of that song?
Yeah, that I'm not in African language. I'm not the one who had her roots. I know where I come from.
I know where I come from.
I know where I come from.
Okay.
And I tell
Good.
them exactly where I come from. And if in Cameroon or wherever, they tend to say that I'm something else, I tell them that I'm really African and I'm a queen from Africa.
Anyway, Queen Alima is going to be doing some videos for us. I want to thank you for being on the show. This is Michael Gecht Presents, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you.
C'est une fleur de lotus. La paix dans mon cœur, système.
chamboulé. Je vis un enfer, oh là là, quelle galère. Volubilis, c'est moi, fleur de lotus. Je prends l'essentiel, on n'achète pas le soleil. Je suis fleur de lotus, la plus belle des lotus. La petite fleur de lotus, c'est une fleur de lotus. Personne et personne sait savoir apprécier, car nul est si bas, ni trop blanc, ni trop noir. Elle est essentielle au phénoménal, avide de pouvoir à la conscience élastique. Je suis fleur de lotus, la plus belle des lotus. La petite fleur de lotus, c'est une fleur de lotus. Élite machine, tu lapines, tu fricotes, tu files comme un dard, la fringale aux exclus. Diabolique, égocentrique, mégalo, la compassion reste humaine. Je suis fleur de lotus, la plus belle des lotus. La petite fleur de lotus, c'est une fleur de lotus. Machiavélite, tu fais la chadmite, égoïste déloyal, t'es pas éternel. Je suis sans rancœur, ni regret, enfin libre, tu fus mes enfers, tu es mes atouts, ma divinité. Je suis fleur de lotus, la plus belle des lotus. La petite fleur de lotus, c'est une fleur de lotus. Bianca Emily, ma pitchoune, ma little child, ma volubilis, mon reflet et mon épopée. Prends la substance et pas de la pacotille. Bianca Emily, ma pitchoune, ma little child, ma volubilis, mon reflet et mon épopée. Prends la substance et pas de la pacotille.
Yeah.
Wanka, Moronana Yemikut, Wanka, Moronana Yemalen, Wanka, Moronana Yemandong, Wanka. Abanga kudune mikule yemimbe bia yumba banana. Waranana yebilik wanka, moronana yebokon wanka, moronana yeminkut wanka, moronana yemalen wanka, moronana yemandong wanka, morimba banana. Banga kurune mikule yemimbe bia yumba banana wanka, moronana yemile wanka, moronana yebokon wanka, moronana yeminkut wanka, moronana yemalen wanka, moronana yemandong wanka, moronana nenaze wanka, moronana yemile. This is cause and effect. They said what goes around comes around. I teach my children not to procrastinate. Life is full of both sufferings and joy. Suffer what there is to suffer and enjoy what there is to enjoy. Be good to people because what goes around comes around. Don't give up your dream. They said whatever goes up must certainly come down. Abanga kurene minkule yemimbe bia yumba manana wanka, moronana yebile wanka, moronana yebokon wanka, moronana yeminkut wanka, moronana yemalen wanka, moronana yemandong wanka, moronana nenaze wanka, moremba manana wanka, moronana yebile wanka. Moronana yebilik wanka, moronana yebokon wanka, moronana yemikut wanka, moronana yemalen wanka, moronana yemandong, moronana nenaze. Moronana